worked for me this time. And second most crucial was answer writing. Many students, even I took 4 years to realize this. I took 4 years to realize this, but answer writing is almost 70% of the game in mains. You might see me talking about all philosophical issues in interviews, but this is what I really wanted to talk about. That, you know, to nail answer writing is the crux of it. If you want to score really well, you have to get the structure right and present it right. Even with minimal content, if minimal as in necessary sufficient content with good presentation and good structure, you will get good marks. Because in the previous attempts, I had studied many books, made notes from all, integrated them, but I did not get the marks. And second thing, important thing is writing speed. My writing speed was pretty slow. Uh, I I never used to finish answers before. Hardly 2-3 questions to छूट जाते थे ऐसे ही. 20, 30 marks, 15 marks for each paper. But they had this notion that नहीं नहीं पहले अच्छा लिखा हूँ मैं तो बहुत ही content के लिए बहुत अच्छा मिलेंगे. So even if I had let go of these 2-3 questions, the initial questions marks would have made up for it. But I realized this lesson and I paid a heavy price. Like after 4 years, I realized that that's not going to work. The margin between what you get for an excellent answer and what you get an average answer is very low. So even if you had spent a lot of time in the initial 5 questions, writing neatly, underlining everything, I don't think you would get much more than somebody who had just written it with average to above average presentation. So the key to good score in mains is you have to finish your paper. I'm not saying finish in the sense that last 2-3 answers आप ऐसे scribble करेंगे. Each answer should be given as much amount time as you give for the last question. There should not be any emotional investment in any question that you personally associate with. That we tend to go. Sometimes I used to have this notion that I cannot complete this answer because I know the stuff. So ये भी point लिखना है, ये भी लिखना है. And then I used to end up like waste so much time in the initial questions and scribble some nonsense in the last few answers. This time I went with the mindset that अगर 50 questions पूछेंगे mains में, then I will dedicate as much time to each question so that I'll be able to finish 50 questions at the end of 3 hours. That was the mindset I went with, and test series also really helped in the sense that I took both essay and GS test series here. And each test I made sure that I finished the paper within time. Even though I was writing at my home online mode, but the time limit was something I really stuck to. That was the single biggest change that I had made from my previous attempts. If you want to, like if somebody were to ask me what changed from my initial 4 attempts to 5th attempt, that was it. That was the crux of it, that I finished my papers, I dedicated equal amount of time to each answer with the structure and presentation that I intend to. Once you do that, that itself will boost your score a lot, at least by 10 to 15 marks per paper. You count it to 4 papers and you count it to 4 papers and optional. You really see the drastic change from the point where you're not getting marks to the point where you will get good marks.